moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Boakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I would praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political noise. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Boakai
have a seat. You the honor today. When you get married the first day, with all excitement. The day after, you take in how you will drive the marriage. And today, 9 years. So I say congratulations. You have done well. The road is very long. Yeah. You're 9 years, I'm 26 years. And you see, when you text me to preach today, I told you I want to listen to you. Because you cannot have a better preacher than a pastor, and then you call mediocre to preach. I honor you. You are the best preacher. And some of the reason I told you preach is to, you see, Pastor Bangura, I am a celebrity. Whether they let me or not. And the reason he asked me to preach, I said no. And my text, the theme today, I'm going to preach for respect. If I'm going to preach here today, respect. You see, some of us will live a wonderful life because we respect people. And people respect God. So children having difficulties because they don't respect people. So in your team, it's the same. And the Facebook is everyone tools. Those that use it for the better, they have the dividend. Those that use it for the worse, they have the deficit. You hear that? And they know those that use it for the better, they have what? And those that use it for the worse, have the deficit. But I think what is important, we can celebrate with you today. Madam, my namesake, Madam Harris, George Harris, I want to say, good to see you again. You know, the last time I sat in your church and you were preaching, I was amazed. If you can remember, 4 months ago, I came to your church and the park was not there. But you didn't remember. That's okay. Philadelphia Church. And I walked, after your summer, I walked behind to see the new church you building. And I think I'll bring it back to the memories. But what is important, Pastor Bangura, I have a constitutional mandate. You all want to repose. You elected me as president, and I was inaugurated. Those that talking, Pastor Badura, the energy to go behind and waste is the same energy you need, the amount of energy you need to develop this country. How, you see, I draw my own conclusion from the analogy. We're doing something and we got judges. And those judges place you in the first position and say, you are the winner. Once you take that prize, what you going to do with that prize and what important? You know what they're going to criticize and say, well, he did not deserve it. So I have a prize here. We went to elections. Remember, I had 78% of the popular vote of the Nigerian people. Those that have 1%, 0.5, 0.6, they cannot tell me anything that will destroy me from doing my work. So, if you cannot even get 5% of the vote, why or 78% vote carrier will be listening to you? If you really have a message for the Nigerian people, then they should be voting you in. So, there's no warrior. There's our country. You listen to my nation address. It's not to bluff. But I can guarantee you, before I got to that podium, there was not a mixed feeling argument. Gentlemen going to the UN. Why will you say to the UN? So you see, the fact that I'm the president going to the UN to represent your country, even the respect to say this is our president, he will do well. They don't recognize that. What will he say there? But I went there, I said something, and I came back. Nation address, because they have no information. They were talking, he will speak for 25 minutes, he will speak for 30 minutes, he will move from there. But let me tell you something. When you walk through the valley of shadow of death, through the valley of shadow of death, fear no evil. Because when you are driving, you have to focus. How can a non-driver that's sitting in your car will tell you how to drive? So, but you see now, because I'm a celebrity, it's not them. They gather to listen. Whatever for the 25 minutes, whatever 30 minutes, they didn't care. All they want to do, let him finish so we can criticize. But I spoke for 2 hours. I want to listen. And I want to take on the point, the main point. I spoke for 2 hours. But these are people that say I will speak for 25 minutes. But I spoke for 2 hours. But even in the 2 hours, they stay angry. So you see, so that means even if I speak for 5 hours, they will still be angry. If I speak for 10 minutes, they will still be angry. You know, so what we need to do, you know, when you spoke, I turned to the MD, Emmanuel. I said, listen. He said, shadow. It means that it's not real. It's not real. And then as soon as I told you here, you got to say, there's something Google men never see. And so, I think what you do is important. Just the other day, we listened to Archbishop Arthur Winger. You know, to see that Liberians, they have no motherly and fatherly respect. So any question asked when and this is thing you say every day in your prayer. When you pray, the Bible will say, because the first person you call in your session is what? The devil. The devil attacking the devil in the prayer. And the pastor stood on the podium and said, anyone in their mind think they're going to bring the government down. That's not happening. Those evil people that play the evil scheme every day, God will arrest them. And you go ahead, you're insulting the pastor. And then when you don't have blessing and you're looking around, you never get wish. The father, pastor, one that you go to pray for you and you stay castigating that pastor, and then you say you want to be blessed. That was some all we are left behind. Because we don't even know our own sin. If you know your sin, you pray every day for God to forgive your sin. How can you saw the pastor? You see, when I go to the election, there's pastor that got on their knee. I'm a pastor. God just told me, if you don't go for a job, we have blood wasting that period. He listened to me one day, I go cussing. Because that what you think is not what I'm thinking. Because how can a judge become president in your country, blood will waste in your country? How? But that's pastor. He said God told him. Now I'm going to go to my altar and ask God, God, let him tell that man. Because God, if you don't say it to him, then I have to be praying to you now so you can help me. So with everything he did, I did not go back to him to insult him. I leave him with his God. Because I don't know what kind of God he prayed to. I stay with my God and I thank him all. My God is the living God. And also, we are all politicians. But I can tell you, I'm not a traditional politician. Yes, sir. I'm a business student that know how to care for people. What I do to put my entire life, everything I've done in my life, like me and my poor wife, you know, the value she has is from her own experience. And the value I have is from my own experience. In my entire life, I was the second citizen in my entire life. Now, God raised me up to be the first citizen. Those that second, I have to elevate them to come to the first. And that's what I'm doing. And the worst thing for people that you know, and those people, if you check the record, if you ask them, you have a doctorate degree, you have a master's degree, you have a bachelor, BSc, you name it. If you check the record, how the school you were paid. If you get 500 like doing every man, they will be on that list. The same people that are making noise. So when they go here, you will pay the school fees. But they are still making noise. And also, today is your day. Today is your day. And I'm glad I'm your friend, your brother. You know, and our friendship is not about president or senator. We came from a long way. You understand? We came from a long way, Pastor Bangura. Everything you're doing is liking the young people. You understand? To respect the code of conduct. It's not.
You know, as a player, former professional soccer player, it wasn't an easy task. You know, the discipline that come with it, very difficult. You know, because and I can give you a reason why it wasn't an easy task. A lot of people went at that place, the same. You know, they never made it because it was not easy. It was a difficult task. Those that were disciplined, that were ready to work, that were waking up every day, that was on time, schedule, who never miss a schedule, or have passion for it, we succeeded. So it's the same thing we bring to administration. My dedication, my hard work, and resilience in working. And I always want to perform, and this is what I brought to the job. Of course, it's an administrative job. It's a difficult job. Difficult job in the sense that the field that we're in today is politics. Sometimes it's not honest, dishonesty. People see good things happening, but because we are opposition, we will not praise, But I wish we could adapt a new mentality where we see the good things, we say yes, and we see the bad things, we say yes. Mm-hmm. That alone will give even the leader of the country the chance to weigh, to see that, I'm not performing here. But everything you criticize, and then nobody take it serious, because some of those things are just mere allegations, and we need facts.
Yeah. Do you think some of the times, because of what you've done in 18 months, those who were there before weren't able to do it in 12 years? You think that's why now they're suddenly saying, how is this possible?
Definitely. I grew up in the society, I was born here, I grew up in the society. And I can tell you, we follow politics in the country. We saw a lot of leaders come and go, and 12 years ago, I, as a politician now, I always, my predecessor, she always get praise from me when things are good. The last time I went to Jean Afrique, and someone asked me, if you get Ellen Johnson said a grade from 10 to 1, what will you do? I gave her 8, simply because of maintaining the peace. Okay, and that's something she did right, and we have to say the right thing, because we are honest people. So 12 years ago, we never have feeder roads or pave or cement feeder road in this country that would decongest our capital. Today you can see it, but no one want to say that. We pave and cement almost 48-kilometer roads right in the city here. So, but nobody sees that. But what is important for me, those people, those downtrodden that really needed for the road to be paved, because they day in, day out, they place muddy in this rainy season, they are relieved because it's raining and they can only contend with just the road, not the mud. So I'm happy that in 1 year and 7 months, I achieved a major road project in this country. I achieved the WISE fee for children that want to go to the West African National Exam Council. And because of what we did, by giving them free tuition, today we have a better results in the WISE.
When you were growing up, did you ever have any goals? Did you dream of being president one day of this country? Did that ever occur to you growing up in the slums, in the inner cities of Monrovia?
Well, no, I did not grow up thinking that I'm going to be president one day. I grew up knowing that if I work hard, I can be what I want to be.
Thank you very much. When Arthur Ashe found fame, he did not close his eyes. He did not forget the many who could not share his fortune. When Arthur Ashe found fame, he used the equity of his celebrity to shine a light on ignorance and spark global understanding. Tonight, we honor another man who found fame and he chose not to forget.
Share with friends.
Another man who begs the world to
share
see
with family members.
Understand.
Let's get ready.
His name, like his country, may not be well known on this side of the Atlantic, but we're talking about a giant. His name is George Weah of Liberia. George Weah is one of the greatest soccer players of our time, from a nation where chaos has been the rule and where children are born killers. Spit upon, his house burned, risking death over and over again, George Weah has nonetheless gone home again and again and again. His relentless message of hope defies reason in an age of mindless terror and bottomless hatred. But this is a man born to be a striker, born to finish what he starts. George Weah refuses to close his eyes, and George Weah will never, ever let us forget how much work there is left to do.
I'm 16 years old. I born 1988, October 22nd. I was a leader. I was major. I used to lead 31 men every day to the front. Yeah, I'm tired of fighting now because there's no answer to war. I want peace for everlasting. I want for peace to be in the country for everlasting.
It began in 1980 with an assassination and violent coup d'etat. The government, in place for 133 years, was overthrown. And for over 2 decades thereafter, Liberia was overcome by civil war. Millions were displaced. The landscape was ravaged by poverty and disease. Hundreds of thousands were killed, including nearly an entire generation of children who had been drugged, beaten, and brainwashed to serve in the murderous campaigns of warlords.
The children here in Liberia have suffered enormously. Many of the kids, they've never done anything except hold an AK-47 and take lives.
We think maybe even up to 15,000 children have been involved in this war. They don't know where their mothers and fathers are, don't know where their brothers and sisters are. They are so angry about the war, they are so tired, they know the opportunities they've missed, and they want a future.
There was a light in Liberia that shined before and through the darkness. A game that offered a way to forget the war, and for one man, a way to rise above it altogether. George Weah grew up here, abandoned by his parents. He was one of 14 children raised by his grandmother. The only education he ever received was in the angles and artistry of soccer. His only classroom, a dusty pitch near his home. And he quickly progressed from student to master of the game. His people would come to call him King George, a title befitting the greatest player Africa ever produced.
Delivered into the net by Weah.
He rose to stardom at home and then internationally. In 1995, he became the only man ever to win the African, European, and World Player of the Year awards in the same year. Famous, rich, and revered, he was distanced from his embattled homeland by miles and stature. When he called from afar for UN intervention, the consequence was immediate and personal.
Oh yes, his house was looted, his cousin raped, and other family of his were affected. And as a result, they fled, went into exile.
Liberia has been such chaos and confusion, and it has affected George. The scars are pretty deep.
In these years, it was very difficult for me, coming from practice every day, watching television, Liberia on the news, people running away, people dying. So all I said to myself was, look, what can I do to better the situation in my country? I felt that Liberia is my country. That's my country. I must come back.
In 1997, at the height of the war, George Weah did come back, welcomed as a conquering hero. He supported the national soccer team with over $2 million of his own money. As a player and coach, he led the Lone Star to within one win of a World Cup berth in 2001, reviving the pride and hope that had been lost in Liberia for over a decade.
We started together, we have to finish it.
The team served as a unifying force within that time. rebel groups, warring factions. Whenever Lone Star was playing, they stopped fighting and then just glued to their TV and glued their radio.
But the war continued. Still, Weah did not retreat to the safety and celebrity of his athletic life. The world's greatest striker stayed home and made peace his priority.
George Weah kept sport prevailing, no matter what was happening in Liberia. And he knows that he has a chance, with his international stardom, to actually keep the focus here for us a bit longer.
In December of 2003, a truce was declared, and Weah's efforts in Liberia have extended to saving lives.
So you guys can have a building for the children to go to school.
He now continues his struggle to restore the country, one child at a time.
Being with them, live with them, eat with them, play with them, I will know exactly what is going on. This is reality. I can run for reality. Every Liberian loves sports. So I know sports can play a vital role in the country, in our peace process, and sports can help to discipline the kids, to unify them. There you go.
Through soccer, there's reconciliation, that you can work out aggression, you can work out competition, but you do it within a legitimized structure, that it's talent that ultimately makes the decision here. And that's why George Weah is a symbol, that you can do it, that there is hope.
Peace to Liberia! Free education! Disarm! I want to say thanks to you all. God bless you, and I'll always come back.
He came back because it was home. He stays because helping Liberia is now his life. Evil men had forced the children to act as weapons of war. An honorable man has invited them to serve as instruments of peace.
If you make a stand in this world, what you find is soon you aren't one man, you have a crowd around you. And I think that George has managed to rally people to the cause of peace, stability, and to the future of Liberia.
He represents the glory, he represents the aspiration, he inspires.
It's an overwhelming responsibility that he has, but he bears it very well. He came back at the time of disarmament, kept his promise. He's making other promises, and I know he will come back and keep those promises again.
The international community is here to help us. But what can we do for ourselves? What will we do to protect our nation? What will we do to educate our kids?
The international community is here. But what can we do for ourselves? What can we do to protect our land? What can we do to educate our kids? On this note, fellow Liberians, I want to say welcome to each and every one of you. I appreciate you for your presence here again this evening. A very wonderful time. We are grateful to be here with our brother, Leo. Leo, how are you, sir?
Man, I'm doing blessed, man. Thank you. How are you, my brother? Let me greet our viewers, our audience, our family. I want to say thank you for staying tuned to this podcast under the Palabra Hut. Please share and like and support the network. We are pushing an agenda. I want to say thank you.
Thank you so very kindly. We are doing okay and fine. Let me just go and welcome some of our people that have joined us. I want to welcome Paul K. Summerwood. Thank you so much for joining us. Geneva Kamara, we appreciate you. Rita Man, thank you so much, Rita. We appreciate you. Thank you for your presence. We want to welcome Tene Masale. Thank you so much. Eric, Favor, Rejoice, thank you so much for joining us. Hawa Suni, how are you? Daniel M. Leoman, thank you so much for your presence here. Jeremiah, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We want to welcome Steve. You are highly welcome. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. D. Wallow, we appreciate your presence. Zach Bayu, how are you? Paul K, you are highly welcome. Olivia, how are you? Thank you for joining us. D. Wallow, we appreciate. Abraham P. Brown, thank you so much. Achi Padman, we appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. We want to welcome our sister, Hawa Tote. How are you? We hope you're doing great. well and fine. Green B. Wilson, you are highly welcome. Alex, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. Alfredo, we appreciate your presence here. Thank you so very kindly. Olivia, thank you so much. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. It's a privilege. I want to say thank you. Sheikh, how are you? Thank you so much. Jabate Senior, we appreciate you for your presence here. Thank you so very kindly. All of you. Makula, how are you, Makula? Nina Kuya, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate all of you. The names are so many. Those of you joining us also on the YouTube channel, we want to say you are highly welcome. Chulo Gao, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. And all of you that are joining us, we want to say welcome again to another segment of our today's presentation. We want to say thank you so much. As usual, we ask that you do us a favor. And that favor we require of you is to hit for us the share button, share with friends, share with family members, so that all of us can have a wonderful time together. I want to start with this very first video. It's embarrassing, but it's good that the Liberian people get to know about this. And I want to say courtesy of our brother Chokon Gray. He did this, and now it is going viral. I want to play this video here before we can even start with the analysis. So this video is a whole mountain of dirt right in the middle of Monrovia, Center Street. Center Street is a mountain of dirt right at Center Street. The road between Center and UN Drive, that entire road, the government of Liberia have decided to block the road. They block it. They put how you call cement on the road. They block the road. That road that was intended to be able to help solve the problem of traffic congestion and also, different routes. They blocked that road because the dirt has now taken over that entire portion of Monrovia. But I don't want you to believe it. I want us to watch this video. It's a 41-minute video. Let's watch it.
I'm going to J.R. Martin. I'm not coming. Yeah, I got J.R. Martin. What?
Now, sorry. My brother Leo,
Yeah,
I
please.
remember during the campaign, the Unity Party boasted and said to us that they are the experts when it comes to cleaning the city, when it comes to ensuring that the city is okay, fine, and well. And I want to play a video here of the Unity Party at the time telling us, the Liberian people, that they have the solution for a clean and better Liberia, according to what they said. So let's go to that video and play it. Let's play this video. Let's see here. Party. Okay. Okay. So
This is
here they
a
are.
Liberian TV network. Simeon Smith Chokonje. We are
Here they
live
are.
here at the headquarters of the Homecoming of the Unity Party here, the Concordan. We are live here at the headquarters of the Unity Party.
Here they are. Here with their broom and every other thing there. Here they are with their broom.
Simeon Smith Chokonje.
What are they? Now, I'm going to move this. My brother Leo, these people beat on the Weah-led administration. So President Weah was incompetent. He brought in people who have absolutely no knowledge on city planning, how to clean the city, to put the city together, etc., etc. That if they were given the opportunity, they were going to make Liberia to be the cleanest city ever. 3 years entering into their 4 years, the city is very, very dirty. Everywhere you pass, there's stockpile of dirt. Septic tank bust all around the place. My brother Leo, let's hear from you. What is your own take on this?
Prince, again, let me say thank you and good evening to our listening audience. Prince, you know, you can lie your way to the presidency, but it's hard to lie your way to govern. I hope you can hear me clear. You can lie during the campaigns. You can say all kinds of things. Like I said, Boakai yesterday. Boakai is a smooth criminal. He's good with words, but to execute what you say is hard. I vividly remember when during the campaign, they were calling themselves the big people government. But you know one thing I can tell you though, you see that stockpile of dirt around that same area that video was, it took a Jefferson Koji during those days, taking those green beans, they were all around those areas, for which they came out heavily criticizing. Oh, the city is dirty. Look at the number of dirt. But Prince, you see the number, the number of sickness that is within our country. Prince, look at young men and women going to JFK with all kinds of deadly diseases. What do you think is the cause, Prince? Look at that. I mean, you saw kids, children walking around there. Again, let me just say thanks to our brother Chokon. We are going to hold this government feet to the fire because they lied to the Liberian people. Now you cannot govern. You know what kind of diseases? That number, look at that dirt, Prince. Look at that kind of dirt. When it took one of these journalists that said, I think one of the foreign guys and I visited and said Monrovia was one of the dirtiest cities under this president. Do you think President Boakai doesn't know about what's happening down there? He drives past by those places, but it's not his concern. Even the mayor's own house is not clean, Prince. President Boakai's own house is not clean. Courtesy of first-hand information that were given to us by people who were right within his fans there. We've seen videos of President Boakai's resident before his ascendancy to the presidency. So these things are not, I don't expect anything new. I'm just disappointed at his city mayor who came from here. One would have thought that, you know what, let me take the experiences that I've gathered from here and go and try to transform my country. But my brother, look, whenever you associate with the devil, the stain of the devil remains on you. So it's hard for you to be clean. And the Bible says cleanliness is next to godliness. God has gone out of that country, my brother. So what you see is dead. Whenever you take God out of a city, what remains is the devil, and you will see the devil fingerprints all over. And those are some of the devil fingerprints you see in the stockpile of dirt. It takes a filthy man to be comfortable under that kind of circumstances. Our president is a very filthy old man. Like I said yesterday, Prince, this man does not have a future for Liberia. So anything that was going to take Liberia to the drain, you can see his fingerprints. Prince, there are some breaking news I want to break here tonight, but I mean during the course of the program, President Boakai is gradually, when I say gradually, sinking the ship of Liberia. Wow. Sinking the ship of Liberia. That's just one area. A lot in many more places within the corridors of Monrovia. That day you see, so it's just one area. And now that the rainy seasons are coming, my brother, watch and see. One, our hospitals are dilapidated. There are no medications in our hospitals, and we are continuously to pile dirt. Courtesy of a president who say, "Oh, I mean, you are the big people government." Where Fagon? I want Fagon to come here. My brother, what are these people doing to our country? What are the people doing to our country, Prince? That old man, I tell you, look at that kind of video, Prince. Look, that is in the heart of our capital, Prince.
Sure.
And people are living comfortably. Yeah, what the brooms they were taking those days for charade, all because of camera. You go and lie your way. Look at that stacked pile of dirt, Prince. Look at that kind of stacked pile of dirt. Let me find one of the people and tell me, say, "Oh, what you saw what Koji was doing those days? We took the MC, those workers that were going around with broom and sweeping.
Sure.
Koji left his fingerprints at work. Today, you see what these guys are doing? All of those areas were very clean, my brother. 3 years back, those places were very clean. But when you fail to plan, you will plan to fail. That's what's happening under this government. Wow. That's what's happening. Bunch of inepts, bunch of folks, my brother. But you know, my brother,
wow.
Whenever I see these kind of things, I just know that Boakai, you can see his fingerprints, man. The papi, like I say, even his own home is dirty. Yeah, this is what we get.
Thank you, my brother Leo. Thank you. You know, fellow Liberians, when you talk about experience, it comes along with the physical workings. If you hear somebody saying, I get experience, it means that physically they can transform that experience into their environment, into their society, into their family, or etc. That's why when you go to apply, for example, maybe assuming that you went to a mechanic shop and say you want to apply, and they are only looking for a mechanic, and you tell the people that you have an experience, they will give you the test. It's a physical test. They will give it to you. So the test will be able to prove what you told them when you were in the office, whether it is lie or it is truth. Today, the man with experience, we've seen how desperately he is performing, how they have disgraced themselves. The truth is no longer hidden. It is now open, broad, and plain before us. The people who said they have the expertise, they could make Morovia into heaven or into a Dubai. Today, where are we? Dirt is overtaking the entire city to the extent that a major street in our capital city, the government has blocked that particular street, Center Street, major street. The government have blocked it because the dirt have overwhelmed this government. And what is even surprising to me, Leo, is you will see these guys telling the Liberian people that they have the expertise, they have the experience, they are very qualified, etc., etc. You will hear them saying all kinds of nonsense. But here is the reality. Here is the reality that we're looking at. The rainy season is approaching. Like you rightly said, and I want to buy into what you said. Now we can see why people died mysteriously, even in hospitals. Because the hospitals themselves are not clean. Oh, the last time, and I mean, you will look at Sierra Rainy Hospital, and we're looking at it, that the place was dirty. Even the laundry room, the place, thank you, the place that people are supposed to even watch and make sure that that place is clean, the place was dirty. The Phoebe Hospital. So what you see in the country is definitely what happening in offices and etc. That's why you see these guys have indulged into dirty behavior. The entire nation is dirty. So the executive mansion is even dirty.
Yeah.
These people only wear clean clothes and walk from one area to the other, but they are a bunch of dirty people. We are seeing it. Look at that particular street, Center Street. That is in the heart of the city. The heart of the city. And today, look at what is happening there. I'm afraid. I'm afraid because that place, it's going to be very chaotic when the rain starts to fall.
Yeah.
And that date has been down there for almost 6-7 months. It's not just 1 day or 2 days we're talking here, or 1 week or 2 weeks. It has been there for months. And it seems to be very comfortable. They prefer to block the road that taxpayer pay money for, the roads that we are supposed to use to transport goods and services. These guys have decided that they will block the road only because they cannot fight the debt or they want to cover up the debt so people can see. But the truth can never hide.
But Prince, not to cut you off, this is a deliberate act, right? Just think of the airborne diseases that is going to cause in our city. You know, Monrovia is very small, my brother. You know, Monrovia is very small. So, and those kind of communicable diseases, you understand what I'm saying? Once those rain starts, of course, you know, erosion, you know, flooding and everything. You remember those days, those community a couple of years ago, when it flooded so heavily. These were the things that were happening. People started getting sick, whether that was cholera, whether that was typhoid, you name it. But at least you had better healthcare at the time. It was not gravy, it was not all heavenly. But at this point, and you just alluded to it, talking about the hospitals, I mean, even no medication. So, Prince, I hate, again, like I said, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the death toll that's going to start happening in our country for minor petty sickness, the government needs to get ready. This government needs to brace up for what's about to happen. Once the rains start, my brother, you will come back here and tell me, say, you were saying this. Where is the big people government, my brother? What are they? That's why I call for Fagon, because, you know, well, he has blocked me for a long time. But Prince, you cannot check your muffin cash, because then the people will see right through you. Boakai is a frail old man. I remember those days before his ascendancy to the presidency, when he walked in his shoe, his trousers used to go all under his shoe. Today, the people have finished giving him, they gifted him with a whole country, wearing $60,000 watch, but you cannot clean a city. You run $1.2 million car, but you cannot clean a city. You live in an executive mansion that was just re-renovated by His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, but you cannot clean the city. Instead of that, you are bringing sickness to the people, you are bringing diseases to the people, and now you say, oh, these are the big people government, my brother, you're talking about? This is a shame on this government. It's a shame. God has left these people, my brother. God has left these people.
And you see, the thing is, these people are comfortable in their failure. That's what is even scaring.
Right.
They are very, very comfortable in their failure. Let me look at this video. The thing is, they pretend as if they are doing things, and they will collect the money that is intended to be used for that purpose, and they will not be able to implement.
Of course, the taxpayers will continue to pay their taxes. The people will continue to pay. Yeah,
they won't, and they are comfortable in their nonsense. Very, very comfortable. When you tell you, they even get that. Look here.
Dear viewers,
look at this video.
This is Spoon TV with me, Sylvester Chiroplay. We are.
Look at this video.
Rehabilitation of the two transfer stations. We have just the local government has designated this place as the holding site.
Years ago, that is in Center Street. The road was okay. The road was clear. People were using the road, to transport back and forth. But right now, the place is completely blocked. This is Center Street.
At the facility, we will close this.
When they take 1 or 2 machines, they kind of put it on. They take TV or camera phone and put it in front of here and say they're making press conference. Because they met this place here, it was intact. The place was intact. I'm not saying there was not there, but it was not as we seen it.
Oh no, you had a bean, you had a dust bean and stuff.
Okay, so just last week,
cars are
we
all
saw
using this route
a very
pass.
huge
Now
part of
today,
load.
under this government,
Here
car
on
is no longer using that place. They're blocking now. They blocked the place completely. The guys, they blocked the place. Here is it. Here is it.
Cars were using this place to go. Let the place here, car using to go. But today, car cannot use this place. Very incompetent set of people. And they are okay. They are very complacent in their failure.
Very
That's the thing
comfortable.
that is so
Very
fearful
comfortable.
about this whole thing here, Leo. Because the thing is, if somebody realize that at least, they are failing, come this way. At least if they realize that they are failing and there is a need for people to help them, people come in to help. But look at the guys, what they are doing. They are not even moved. They are not even at all about what is happening. All they do is that they dress in their fan clothes, go to their offices, have big press conference, and you hear big money. Siafa now has become a criminal in that particular, how you call it, place, MCC.
Siafa
The
is
ball will
comfortable.
take people, put people in close. They say they're going to inspect. If you're not paying your bidding, they fine you. You do the other one, they fine you. And the money is not even going to government revenue. They're going to Siafa. That's what is happening. It's not going to government revenue. The last time they set up a team, according to them, they said they were inspecting buildings. If your building is not pinned, they will fine you.
Yeah.
Guess what? These guys were able to raise almost $1 million in that thing that they were doing. They were able to raise almost $1 million. That money, up to today that we're talking, it went in thin air.
Yeah.
They were able to raise millions of dollars from that exercise. They just intimidated people. And at the end of the day, they cannot account for that money. Up to today, they cannot account. And the reason why Siafa is so comfortable in this is criminal act because of the First Lady, Madam Katumu Boakai. It's almost like he's a son to Katumu Boakai. Okay, just wait for me. Let me finish. Yeah. So it's like he is comfortable in what he's doing. He feels so complacent. The ball feels so okay. The ball can just take money. All of these billboards that you're seeing around, they pay to the Monrovia City Corporation. And the Monrovia City Corporation is paying nothing, basically nothing to the budget. These guys take the money, they sit down while they share it. Get Katumu or one or two men and get their own, and they move on.
Yeah.
This
But
is
Prince,
a disgrace.
like you said, there's this thing. Who's providing oversight? Look, these guys are doing what they can do, collect the taxpayers' money, give the president a cut, give Katumu a cut. The president don't care. It's business as usual. They say they will remain dirty. But why do you think foreign investors are not into the country, my brother?
Wow.
Yeah? Why do you think investors are not into the country? No, you tell me, who would want to invest in such a city?
Dirty city.
Dirty
old
man. Yeah? Nobody would want to, invest in that kind of city. And you are telling me that, foreign investors are coming from where? My brother, coming from where? Look at the city. Look at the city.
Wow.
And you got young families around there. You see, they are accustomed now. Look, my brother, this government will continue to fail, and there's nothing to show for it. The only thing we can see here is that in our city, in our capital city.
Look, capital city of the odious republic with one of the odious presidents. Look, look. You must know that this date has not been there for like 1 week or 2 days or 3 days.
That's why when you spend 7 months now, that thing it's been piling up. It's been piling up.
The whole road is blocked. This road is blocked.
Yeah.
Wow. This is scary. And my fear, like you said, and I want to stay alarmed it. My fear is the rainy season is just right around the corner. Right around the corner. With that place being blocked, it almost like you gave the people the opportunity to say, y'all use that place now as a dumping site.
Yeah.
And we know what people can do. People will dump all kinds of things down there. There will be chemical waste people will dump down there. There will be, how you call some of this waste from hospitals, from clinics around there. They will just all kinds of things will start to happen down there.
Yeah.
All kinds of things will start to happen. This is scary. Very, very scary.
It's very scary, man. It's very scary. Like I said, man, no one decent person would want to even venture to go around there. You understand? That place has caused, so much traffic now in the city. Wow. I remember that Center Street used to be a divert route to go into town, to go into the heart of the town. Now that's not going to happen. That's that kind of dirt. as blocked the streets, my brother.
Sure.
So even caused more traffic in the city. If you
It
were going
definitely.
somewhere, if you were going somewhere to reach in the next 30, 40 minutes time, you saw the place traffic. You saw the cars that were behind each other. They can't go because
No, they
this
can't go. That
lane
place
that
is
they go,
completely black.
that's a whole lane. That's a whole city that has been taken off. That's a whole. We're talking over 4-5 acres of not small dirt. And you're looking at Prince.
Wow.
That acres of dirt that is piled over there. Something that's y'all came out and promised the people say, "Oh, we will do differently." Of course, you're worse than what you said you would do. You're worse than what you said you would do.
Wow.
It's sad, my brother. It's sad.
You know, this land business, I want us to talk about this. Because this thing, Leo, I know we talked about it yesterday, but this thing is getting serious. It's getting very serious. From information that we've gathered today, somebody called me from on the Bushwa Island, and the guy said, the whole to a farm. One guy came, carried some people from the court there, and he said the entire to a farm in Douala, he said is for them. The entire to a farm in Douala. Today, a friend of mine called me from in that area. He said, my man, the whole Douala, the Douala not for all again. Those are all who born here. We've been here from the 70, the 50, the 60. Somebody come now. The person say the whole of Douala here that they didn't want to get it. The whole to a farm. The whole of to a farm. Somebody is now claiming the entire to a farm. I don't know what is happening. I don't know what this government is waiting for to happen before they can be able to take the necessary action. I don't know what Boakai have decided to close his eyes and his ears to allow people become victim. This is reaching to a place where the Liberian people, if care is not taken, they will strike back. This might be the second thing that will cause serious unrest in that country, the issue of land. It's very serious. Because you can't tell me that somebody will purchase his or her land in the 70s or in the 80s, build house on it. They've lived all of their lives on that particular place. And maybe some of them, they are deceased, they have turned it over to their children. Then once some money, one man can say, my man, the whole community here, I own it. My brother, we are sounding the whistle. We are again playing the part of a whistleblower. If care is not taking, something very terrible, bad will happen in Liberia there with this issue of the land.
But Prince, let me shock you. Do you know that you yourself, you can go to Liberia right now and just go claim a portion of Central Moravia and say you own it? That's one thing you need to do. Mo Ali already told us what to do.
Sure.
You yourself, Prince, you can leave from here right now. Currency of Mo Ali, you can leave from here right now. All you need to do, go get one of these judges, get in late and tell them, say, look, I want that whole portion. How possible it is for one person to drag that whole 12 farm to be belonging to one person? The guy has gone to see his judge. My brother. And right now, as I'm talking to you, they are cooking up some kind of paper for him that will make him the rightful owner. These things are all plans, my brother. These are all deliberate acts. You know, there's a guy called Eric Johnson that we spoke about a few episodes ago. This Eric Johnson is alleged that this guy is in business with some Lebanese guys. So they go and grab these judges, pay them handsomely. Say, I want so area. And the judge will go back and give you the deed. So whoever was the rightful owner of those lands, what happened? They scratch you out. Oh, yes, Prince. We have to say these things to our people. So I myself can go right now. All I need to do, I'm a decent man, of course. But all you need to do, go there and just go get something like that. 6, 7, 8,000, 10,000. You got acres in your name. Am I the one saying that? Mo Ali is on record. Mo Ali is on record. I don't know if you found that video. Mo Ali is on. Look, we gotta continuously remind these people of what's happening. So these things are not they are not just happening by design.
Sure.
These are deliberate acts, brother. And now the people of Tuafan, guess what? Demolition, homelessness, rape. I mean, teenage pregnancies. That's what's happening. I say anything bad you can think of right now. That's why this government has imposed on the people of Liberia. What they have done to give him the presidency. Yeah. One person can come up and say, oh, I own the whole of Matali Estate, where I grew up. And he will be given legal paper to do that. Prince.
Yeah, you're right. That's truth. It's something that can happen. Because like you rightly said, Mo Ali told us the only thing that you need, small money, go to the court, bribe the people, they will give you land.
Yeah.
They will give you D.
Well, let me ask you, how many judges you see have come to debunk that?
Oh no. The entire country is quiet. All of them quiet. They are not saying anything. You've not heard anything.
Mo Ali was on their platform, Class Reloaded, when he said that. Class Reloaded is a government station, right?
Yeah.
Mo
A
Ali
government
said
station.
that on their own station. I dare one of the judges to come say, you lie. I bet one. I challenge one of those judges. Because why? It's true. Your hands are cut in the cookies jar. You cannot. I mean, it's too late. Mo Ali had already spilled the beans, my brother. So, guess what? Yellow machines, you will soon see to a farm. All my people breaking news. To a farm, you get ready to get homeless, become homeless. Of course.
Wow. You know, today something happened at the transport ministry.
Yeah.
And I want to play this video of this lady, expressing her frustration and anger.
You voted for them.
They're making millions of dollars. Don't want to watch chicken for us. What's that? What would they in a way that will not supposed to be having a drop? What my grandma tell that grace?
The minister is saying that this will not affect your job. You guys will continue.
That's all right.
To stop you from working? So, how long you been in the ministry?
I've been since 13 years. 13 years.
And this is the first of it kind for you seeing.
I started yesterday. Don't pray now.
You said don't minister right now?
But,
no, the man, we saw the minister car going with speed. We saw the minister car. Did he say that to you?
You told me personally and my friend. We say you're friend by president of A. But you want a president of A for the suffer for what?
So 1 or 2 is here. 1 or 2 is here. To mean the leadership.
You know, I want to pause this here, my brother. I'm very sure you're listening to this. The people from the Ministry of Transport, basically, Joseph Newman Boakai have said to us that Ministry of Transport, you have no value, you have no use, you have outlived your usefulness. So we take your statutory responsibility and give it to the Liberia Transport Management Initiative.
Yeah.
Some private company to do what you are supposed to be doing. The director or whoever he called himself at the Ministry of Transport, whether minister or whoever, Selita,
Minister. Yeah.
the man is quiet. According to what the lady is saying, the man said he don't want to lose his job. So he's not going to speak out. He's not going to challenge anybody. He is there for his job and not there for the Liberian people. You watch this video. What is the signal? What is scaring in this video that you are looking at? The Liberians who were gainfully employed to work, today the work has been taken from them. Even though they say, "Oh, yeah, we're not moving from here," but we know these guys, they are a bunch of liars.
Yeah.
Nothing about them has been truthful. Well, let's hear from you on this.
But Prince, first of all, you know, let me, you see, I empathize with that woman, right? Because that's a mother. She had had that position for 13 years, Prince.
13,
And
imagine.
under 1 or 2 hours, all of that will be taken away. So let's just say hypothetically, even if she voted for this government, is that what she should get? But Prince, the woman is swaying the country, is swaying a generation. Look, I always say, you see, you know, I'm a man who, I love my mom so much, but one thing I want to, I hate is if to hear a woman cry, right, and they start to swear, they start
Terrible.
to swear. Those things have everlasting impact on a nation. I'm telling you, when a woman swear on nation, my brother, coupled with the hardship that's already on the country, what do you expect? Oh, of course, the minister came and said, yeah, he's about to lay off a bunch of people. The minister said it. And then later on, somebody want to do damage control. No, it had already been said. But Prince, these are jobs that are being taken from Liberians and given to foreigners. What are we saying here? Prince, what's so much about traffic facing a plate, license plate is what our Liberian people cannot do, that you are outsourcing these jobs? That's a gross disrespect to our people, my brother. We have the bright brains in our country. Put them to work. We got engineers in our country. Put them to work. Why outsource this jobs? And you are selling work permits to the foreigners. And so now you are willing to make our people unemployed because what? You've getting a part of your share.
Sure.
Again, I go back to President Boakai. That puppy is such a vindictive old man, an old frail criminal. This puppy got caught in everything, got share in everything. It was just a couple of weeks ago, me and you, we were sitting on the same platform, thanks to you. When Trocon was telling us about the two systems, one person is catering to the plates, and the other person, you go down and go make your payment. It's all been outsourced, my brother. Liberian people are sitting down in their own country as second class because why? You have the Lebanese, you have the influx of foreigners that are coming. What's hard in fixing plate? What is hard in fixing plate? A woman who has been in that position for 13 years, probably with children, even grandchildren, because that's an older lady. It's about to be jobless. Eh? This is a gross wickedness to our people. Gross wickedness to the people. And the woman is swaying the generation. No, she didn't just stop there. If you can hear an old man like that using some foul language that I will not even dare to say, that you know that her cup is running full. Prince, when a woman swear her country is deadly, eh?
Oh yeah, sure, definitely.
It's bad.
Definitely.
Very bad for our country. It's very bad. It's very sad for our nation. Our nation is in serious trouble, my brother. Our people are in serious trouble. So we are calling these things. President Boakai has no good intention for Liberia. So he's bringing all of these guys, them that will say yes sir to him. Then he came and said yes sir to President Trump, because now he got little caught. So he's taking the jobs from our Liberian people. But President Boakai, your days are numbered. Your time is coming. Your time is coming. Your time is coming. Right within your own party, the people are planning already to X you out. But look at what you are giving the Liberian people only because they give you the presidency. And somebody will come tell me, oh, Leo, you got to slow down. Slow down on what? If I slow down, my conscience will not even serve me right.
Definitely.
I see this kind of thing going on, Prince, and somebody is telling me, say, oh, Leo, be silent on this. Eh? I will be as evil as the man who is doing it.
But you know, Leo, for me, this is not surprising to those of us who said these things from the beginning.
Yeah.
From the very initial of this man's leadership, we saw the terrible things that he did. Money that was intended for the inaugural program. These people were brave enough to share that money amongst themselves, to divide that money. Absolutely nobody was held responsible up to today as we're speaking. It's the place that I knew, because sometimes you would think that when people come in leadership, to some extent they change. You would think that when they are at the main helm of power, their behavior would be okay. But it's like Joseph Numa Boakai is retrogressing in his evil behavior, in his dictatorial and this tyrannic behavior. Because every day our people continue to cry. Every day is something new. Our people is crying. Every day is something new. A nation like Liberia, look at how fast we are retrogressing. I remember President Weah. Anytime President Weah used to, speak to his people, he talked about peace. He talked about togetherness. He talked about unity. But look at Boakai. When last have you heard Boakai encouraging his people and talking about peace? When last have you heard this man telling the Liberian people that it's about time we put all of these things aside and be able to do what is right? Joseph Numa Boakai, like Hamilton is saying, has become a useless figure on Liberia, and it's like a curse on our nation. The things that we never used to see, these are the things that we are seeing. For somebody to be the last time another man you rape, how you call a sheep, the few time again another man that chicken jump behind. Oh, what kind of thing is this? Chicken that what a man jump behind.
But please look at the Nigerian pastor that sodomized that boy.
Sure.
Oh, you saw that?
I got a video right here.
Yeah. I hope in time you will play it. Oh yeah, when you sign contract with the devil has to come and taste.
What you're saying, if let me just go and let's play it. The little boy, imagine that little boy was sodomized.
Yeah.
He was sodomized. I played the video. This is terrible. This is terrible.
What happened? So you finish keeping?
Let's play it.
Put the pen down, then you lie down. Then he got up and ain't gonna on the bed. I said, what happened? And the people was red. I said, JJ, your people red, oh. What happened? So he finished keeping. I went and empty it. I put the pen down, then he lie down. Then he got up and ain't gonna on the bed. I said, what happened? He said, I messed myself up. I said, how? So I didn't even have tissue. Because I didn't know I was going to meet that kind of case on him. By the time they left me alone in the hospital. So I took the tissue and I, put it to his in-us. Because he said, Mommy, take me to the bathroom. So that I tell him we went to the bathroom. But when that situation was going on, he lay down, the water was just coming out of him. The water was just coming out of his in-us. So that I went to the nurse, I asked her for Pampers. Please give me one Pampers. So how she gave me the Pampers, I carried it, but I didn't really fix it there, shopping in front of him and haul it behind, I didn't tie it. But before I know it, that Pampers got messed up. That one he said he went to go to the bathroom. And I carried him to the bathroom. He sat on the commode. I said, you finished? He said, yes, he's finished. And I rolled the tissue. When I went to clean him now, normal human being yash, the butt, my hand just went in. I said, in my heart, and I said, So I cleaned him up, and the other Pampers, I tied it on him. So as soon as we got out from the bathroom, the bright light, he said, Mommy, I can see. I can see. I said, wait, I can see. It's the bright light, you can see? He said, no, I can see. You can see me? He said, no, I can see you. Fear grabbed me now. And I held him. He was up, he was huge, so he was almost like to throw me down. I held him, and then I carried him on the bed. So I asked him, I said, JJ, he said, I said, where they come, you put your hand inside. Yeah. Yeah, the way you're now, the homosexual thing. He said, he shook his head. Because he was hardly talking. He shook his head. Yeah, but he was weak. That he just lie down on the bed, helpless. Then he started saying, Mommy, I'm not feeding my breath. I'm not feeding my breath. That's how when I called the doctor, the king, they hung drip over him, different kind of drip. But the doctor said, I'll do a test first. They did a sugar test, then they did they say he was dehydrated and the sugar was low. That did not put a different drips over him. Then they now passed through him to go into the bread pin. I was standing there. So the first PP, they entered into the tube. So after they did all that, the doctor and the nurse, they left. Then later the doctor, they came back to check him again. Then he looked at him. He took that their stethoscope. He now started putting it on him. He said, where does this boy eat? I said, he eat to his parents' place, where he stayed, to his parents' place. Then he said, but they spoiled food and gave it to him. He said, you see in the tube here, you see the nut in the tube going down. Yeah. before the mention, but the whole system, there is no air again, except on a small plate up here. By that time, they have put oxygen on him. He was just breathing inside 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Before I know it now, the oxygen gave up. And I said, my son is not dead. My son is not dead. When the king said the oxygen was already finished, I called them. I said, Pastor, you have to meet in prayer with JC. JC is on oxygen. I called my daughter too. I said, JC is on oxygen. I called Pastor, my son. I said, JC is on oxygen. You have to meet in prayer. I called Pastor Iwe so that he can come. Before I know it, the oxygen went down. And I had the doctor thing remove it. And I had Jason die. From the initial state, I didn't believe that Jason died. That's how I went to hold him. When later he said the blood from the nose. Yeah, that's how I laid him down. I had Jason die.
Okay. So to this point of being sodomized, how did the people arrive at that point that this child was messed up his anus?
At that time now, when time was when they told me that they want to carry the body to the morgue, so I was telling them, no, your wait. They say our rule here is when somebody expire, we don't keep them in the world. We have to take them to the mortuary. So I had a coat, Jason in a black plastic bed, and I have they carry him. They put me outside. By that time now, I think Pastor Iwe had come, and I was confused. I was shouting, crying. They carried the body to the morgue. So my daughter, when she came to the hospital now, they didn't want her to enter. I called her. She said, Agnes, what happened to Jason? You didn't call me also tell us that Jason was sick. You didn't call us to tell us that Jason died. What happened to him? I didn't even know what to say. And at that time now, I was even siding the pastor. Everybody that even in my community here when they came, I was siding them. All my family people, they said, we can't bury Jason today. We can't bury Jason today. He said, since Jason has passed, we just buy white cloth and wrapping and bury. I said, yeah, because the boy have already died.
The pastor now?
Yeah. I said, yeah, the boy have already died. So we just buy white cloth. I don't want to ask it. We just, wrap him and bury him. That man, daughter said, over her dead body. So when they took the body to the morgue, she went there. I wasn't there. She went there, but she came and told me that Jason was sodomized. Jason was sodomized. Yeah. So we are not going to bury this body today. All my family members, they were talking. But I didn't understand. Yeah, community dweller, all of them came to me. I know he worked at ELWA. He told me in the earlier stage when I started asking him questions, what was unfolding. He said, on Tuesday afternoon, the pastor called him, the pastor Ademan called him, that he should please prepare a mission like that. He was bringing his son Jason over to the hospital. So I asked him, did Jason appearance look like something supposed to be admitted or he's not supposed to be in the ER, ongoing treatment until doctor say yes, doctor request for admission. He said he not know, but like what the pastor asked him to do, so he created that best case for the poor. So when the boy got there, they just put him on bed. So when we went to the mortuary to receive the body, there was blood coming from Jason's anus and water coming from off his anus. Even the pimples that he had on were all messed up with blood stains. So my older cousin said we need to do physical examination. I don't know if you want me to show the picture of it when we did it there, but when we did it, you can see that his butt was sodomized. And it was sodomized. So when we came here, the pastor now called someone at the cemetery, the Mambakle cemetery, that they should dig grave. So while we were trying to pave the deceased, we were receiving call that we should already take the body at the cemetery. I said, no, we're not going to bury this child until my older brothers and sisters come in before we can go ahead and do any other further arrangement. So when the boy body was lying behind the house naked, I raised the alarm that the pastor and his wife should please go and see the boy Repton that we're talking about. None of them took steps. Not the pastor, not his wife. None of them took steps. So it was one jala that informed the Mambakle police. He called the Mambakle police before we realized we saw two officers that even asked them questions. They explained. They didn't explain that she was doing the explaining. So later on, the men are going to go to the viewing of the body at the back of the police station there. His name is Ruben, I don't know his full name. He went there. He saw the body. He even took a photograph of it before they invited the pastor and his wife at the Mambakle police station. Then when the funeral home came, because we told them we were going to receive the body, so we called for Abraham Robert funeral service. So when they came, we instructed them that the case happened to the police station. So we the family appealed that they shouldn't do any work on the body until further notice. But Thomas Wabras on Friday, but okay, before then, when we got to ELWA hospital on Thursday, but we went to the police station Wednesday, Thursday, representative from the pastor and the family.
But that's how the case have gone to Central.
Now we don't know now. Okay. Yeah. So we went to the ELWA hospital, representative of the pastor and representative of the deceased family. So we got there. Okay, at the police station first, the police commander was asking for the doctor's number that pronounced the boy there to call him and ask him questions. He refused to pick the call. He didn't pick. We called him for the longest. He didn't pick until 10 o'clock in the night before he picked. And Thursday now we went to the ERWA hospital. We didn't talk to the doctor either. It was the nurses that called him, the doctor. And he told the nurses that the medical report was read to the pastor and his wife. So we asked him, why didn't you wait for the immediate family? He said we should call the government. She know the cause of his death. So the nurses then asked me to please call my auntie that I did, and I put the phone on speaker. She explained just what she just explained to you, to the nurses, and how we left.
So how did you arrive at the point that this little boy was autonomous?
Because we saw from evidence that his rectum was open. He had been used on the rectum.
And how did the pastor get involved?
The family was asking the pastor, because if someone's child is staying with you and such claims are made, by right, the pastor should have left from where he was sitting, and go and see the crime scene. What the families are saying to get his own view, but he remained mute. He didn't say anything. So the question was, how did this happen? That's the question the family are asking the pastor. Because we asked him, whether when Jason was with him, he used to fight the gun, the type of friends he was associated with. We were asking, he said, nothing like that. It was that time now, we got to know he rented a separate apartment for Jason and another guy called Terry.
Wow. My brother Leo, I want to stop this right here. We're listening to this very sad story that this lady is narrating of this little boy. So they think here, church, allegedly church, and I enter inside.
Yeah.
When you go further, the lady said the pastor rented an apartment for them. And from what they are explaining, this is not just a one-day thing. So it means that it has been going on. Leo, let me hear from you on this.
Prince, but this is what they even did with the little boy before that pastor destroyed him. But you see the pattern. I want you to see the pattern. The boy is living with the pastor. So meaning that boy, that's not the first time. So going back to Jala's case, that sort of that boy, these are people, look, there's an agenda, there's an evil spirit hovering our country. Prince.
Evil spirit,
Prince. There's an evil spirit that has been welcomed. You see the power of the tongue. Words can invite a lot of harmful things into our country. The Bible says this. Say life and death lies on the power of the tongue. Prince, when that president said, I am willing to dance with the devil, a lot of things were invited into Liberia. Evil agents. And who are the beneficiaries? Our poor young boys, our vibrant young men that are supposed to be playing their soccer with their friends, supposed to be in school, enjoying the young teenage life, are being buried. Sodomization, Prince. 3-4 years ago, were we hearing about these things, Prince? No. No, Prince. But what happened to that kid? He was even poisoned and then sodomized. So that they can say no. Look at how a mother is describing the death of her son. A mother is describing the death of her son a painful way, my brother. Where is Katumu? Where is Katumu, my brother? Where is Katumu? Where are the gender ministers? No, please, we have to call them, because I remember one of His Excellency Dr. George Manor. We are a very decent man. When something small happened in the gender ministry, was willing to jump.
Yeah, Piso was always there. In fact, they had a team. I mean, a special task force team. They even had a number on a piece of city. They had a number that you could call that number 24 hours around the clock, and somebody will be there with you. 24 hours you call, somebody will come to you, somebody will tell you something, somebody will interact with you. Yeah.
Brother, President Boakai has initiated our country into a block covenant. So all these things, they charade parading as pastors now, those are evil agents. Doer of the enemy's will. Doer of the devil's will. Who invited them, by the way? That president. First of all, the man said, if you don't win, there will be no more Liberia. Now you've won, there is no more Liberia. What else you want? Who is this Papa angry with? What is making this old man mad? Who has done this, Papa, so much wrong that our young boys, my prince, I'm a father of boys, so I'm very passionate about this thing here. Who has wronged this, Papa, to invite such an evil spirit into our country? You hear that mother describing the death of her son.
Describing
and the pastor was trying to woo so that they can go bury the boy quick and bury it. But thank God for the older sister. Said, no, we will inspect this thing. We will inspect it, damage the boy with poison, and take that to him and get rid of the boy. And the boy died in your mom's hand, my brother. What Liberia is going to be left with us in the next 2 years? Which Liberia are we even going to take our children to say, oh, let's go see the land of your father? Which Liberia? Or Joseph Boakai Liberia? This is a sad night, eh? This is a very sad night for our country. I'm telling you. While I was sitting and extending my condolences to the family, brother, I have not even heard the president spoke, my brother. Because, like I said, one death is too much for a Liberian to die and the president don't say nothing. He's busy passing around, going to the Muslim community, giving food to them. When people who lose their home in the thousands, he never visited them. But you run to the Muslim community, go get them some kind of cheap rice.
The people who few days ago you beat them in red light, you beat the imam and drag him to the ground, step on his neck the way they beat those people. But you go there, you carry food. You say they should go and eat because the rest they will eat.
The people who were homeless, after demolishing their homes, the papa passed right by them and went to BDC and go give those people money and food. The Muslim organization, the papa again went. So the papa has divided the country. There's an evil agenda, my brother. An evil ill will that is in that papa's mind, as if somebody did him wrong. Who did you wrong, my president? Who did you so much wrong? Prince, you know, this has vindicated George Weah again, my brother. That's why I said George Weah is a very fine man. That's the gift, one of the best gifts to Liberia. I mean, people can say what they want to say about me. I don't really care. George Weah will remain to be one of the brightest and best gifts that this country has ever seen. That's why it doesn't take him an effort to do things for Liberia. You saw that video you were playing when I logged in, when he was talking about free education. That was in the 90s that he said it. Did he not execute it? Did he not execute it?
He did.
Did he not execute it? How can somebody tell me, today, I bet of all these different political candidates, none of them qualify to say they love Liberia equal to His Excellency Dr. George Manneh Weah. I want you to show me. The guy was prophetic with his word. He said, free education, peace to Liberia.
Yeah.
They did not provide free education and maintain the peace. You heard me and my brother when we were having an exchange last night. I said, no, my brother, I will correct you. Peace. When your political Maradona in Helen couldn't even maintain the peace after Chancellor. When all of these foreign entities were into Liberia, with all of the millions and billions of dollars that was in the influx of Liberia.
To the extent they even accused some Grangidians that they were bringing war to Liberia. Under Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, they locked them up. I think almost 12 or 13 of them. They put them in prison.
It took a boy who had left the shores of the country, went to seek greener pastures by his God-given skills, and say, you know what? I am a soccer player, but this is not my gift. This is a gift from God I have to give back. For which his number one thing was peace. Peace and education and healthcare. When he came back now, after his ascendancy, you see, anytime, I just told you the power of words. In the 1994, 95, he said, free education to Liberia, peace. In the 2000s, we see it happening. Manifesting, was being manifested. Long live His Excellency Dr. George Manneh Weah. Peace to his family. I pray that God will continuously make him. You see, whenever you hate somebody, that person will come and shine and rule over you.
Sure.
You cannot change somebody who has the love of the country, who has given, devoted, dedicated his life for the country. You change him when COVID had crippled even this great country, my brother. Britain, England, Italy, airports, borders were closed. When you went to the WHO on Africa report, the flag of Liberia was high in managing COVID. No, it took a George Manawia. It took a George Manawia. That narration, you know who was making that narration? That Denzel Washington was calling the name of George Weah. Prince, you cannot give what you don't have. I'm getting emotional because I am a father of boy. And when I see men taking, George Manawia, or men who have been given all kinds of names, only because he chose to love Liberia. That only crime George Weah committed. This United Party, only because George Weah chose to love Liberia, they are going. But you cannot be him. Prince, you are different from me. I'm different from you.
Sure.
No one can ever be George Weah. And so when you envy him, God is destined. Look, that young man is so blessed to the point where if Liberia do not take care honor of George Weah, the curse that will be on our country will not be easy. I'm telling you. Prince, I hope you just give me one more minute. We have to educate our people on these things.
Yeah.
All this sodomization that's going on left and right. Young men are being raped. Where are the women? You pastor, all the women that are in your church, you ain't go sodom, you ain't go rape them. Yeah? The president that invited you, you ain't go to a hall and go do something with his children. Our vibrant young men are being sodomized. And somebody will tell me, say, oh, my man, you're being too emotional. I have the right. We will call it like it is. This is a hard time for our country. Liberian people that are watching us, again, like I always say, I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but this is going to be just the beginning of hardship. Who welcome it? Yeah, the people who welcome it can be patient. You vote based on emotion. Oh, this and this and this. Boo, will change a man. And even in the Bible, when the children of Israel were crying, we want a different king. We want a different king. And God said, oh, y'all want a different king? I will give you a king. Today, Joseph Boakai is that king. Bending the necks of Liberian people and stepping on it. Our young men, our bright futures, Prince. Young men are supposed to be sitting in good classes with their friends. When George Weah came, he provided free education. See, I remember when I was young, my grandma would sell cold water to pay my school fees. I would not let young men pay school fees. When I was young men were selling, for which I'm going to try to alleviate the pain of paying school fees. Just so that one thing I can give to them. You keep me talking off based on emotion. But you know, it's not late. It's not late. We must correct the mistake. 2029, we are asking you on the first ballot. It is your future or no future.
Sure.
George Weah is providing you your future or no future. But please let me let you take over before I start saying some stuff.
I know. Yet last night we had a very, very important conversation.
Yeah.
And as I listened to my brother, I know with fun time, maybe Friday he will be here with us again.
Yeah, brother, we said.
I listening to our brother, he made a statement and said, for him, he believed that President Weah have achieved everything that he needs in terms of what he needed. So there is no need for, him to be, a president again. And I want to play that video. Because I want to respond to it today. I want to play that video. Let me see that particular segment of the video. If we can have it, okay. Let's see. I'm sorry. Let's see here what we have here. Just a minute. Why? Okay. So we have it here. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So I want to play this here. Just bear with me.
Let me try to bring this here. You know, he says something, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I see." Let me see. Okay. Okay, so I'm sorry. Let me just bring this here. It's kind of like giving me some issues. Okay, so let me bring this here. Okay, I can bring this right here. I want to play this. My people, I want all of us to listen to this. Okay, just bear with me. All right, so I want to play this. This is what I want to play from our brother, the legend Wise.
And the reason why I would never go George Weah route, I always tell people I love him, and I don't think he has anything to prove to anybody. George Weah wanted to become president because God loves him and God has blessed him from day one of his life. God has already given him that chance to be a president of a country. He cannot be president of Ghana. He cannot be president of America. He cannot be president of Saudi Arabia. Only Liberia, George Weah can be a president of. And he has achieved that feat already. He served. God bless him. Nothing happened to him. He has his beautiful family. It is against that thinking that I think he should just sit today and just enjoy his lovely family.
Now, I listened to my brother yesterday, and he said this is his reason why President Weah should not be president. He has achieved in terms of, you know, his name, his family, etc. You know, I want to say this, that becoming a president of the Republic of Liberia is more than just a personal achievement for President Weah. He is fighting for the soul of the nation. He is fighting for the liberation of his nation. For President Weah to become president, it's not for him. No. Like you said, it's not for him. But it's for us. It's for my children. It's for your children. It's for the future of our nation. It's to give our children hope, to give Liberians an opportunity. It's to ensure that that nation triumph from one level to another level. So it is not a personal achievement for President Weah, no. And that's the reason why we are the people that are petitioning President Weah that we want him back. He is not forcing himself on us. We are the ones telling him that we need him back. And the reason why we need him back because we saw what he did for our children. In the midst of difficulties, imagine we had Ebola in that country. Sorry, Corona in that country. Our children was fees were still paid. We had Corona in that country. Those people who were sent home, I mean those civil servants, they were still being paid. Private school teachers were being paid. Even during the heat of the coronavirus, when America and other great nations, they were on their knees, the development of Liberia never stopped. We were building hospitals. We were building roads. We were giving our children opportunity to go take the wives without paying a dime. So President, we are becoming president. It's not about him. It's about us. It's about our nation. It's about the liberation of Liberia. It's about the forward march of Liberia. It's not about him. And you know, I just thought to put this in. Because if you are saying that, well, President Weah has achieved, so he should not be president, it's almost like saying, hey, man, want to help my children. Or no, I will not agree for him to help my children. That's why.
But Prince, let me just say, you know, our brother Elton said that yesterday. But I know somewhere deep within him, he has love for George. Well, like I said last night, I know somebody must have somewhere along the line. But Prince, you can call George Weah any name, but what he is not, a selfish man.
Sure.
George Weah does not take for himself. The brother was right. George Weah could have gone, sat down somewhere, and said, look, I've amassed all of this wealth to myself, but his conscience will not serve him right, because that's not who he is.
Definitely.
George Weah is man about the people. He is a person for the people. George Weah cannot say, you watch those days, even during his injury. My brother, Mr. Wise, cover him. And good to see you, my brother, Mr. Wise. He covered George Weah during those injured time. He could have sat in Italy. I mean, he's hurt. But no, those times, that was when the war was hot in Liberia. That man would bandage his foot. My brother, I've seen brother Wise cover those stories. George Weah bandaged his foot, his back, everything. Went to Liberia and there was ceasefire. How can the man just sit upon and say, no, I've amassed all this wealth and I'm just going to sit? No, my people are dying. I have to fly down. UNICEF. I'm talking about AIDS, that when medical AIDS that went to the country. I'm talking about visiting refugees. I mean, around the sub-region of Africa. You name it, Prince. When this guy could have well sat home and say, you know what? This is not my business. Where were the comments then? No. I want people to tell, where were the comments those times? When the man for the people lay his life down, you know what Jesus said? He said, I am a friend. A good friend lay his life down for another friend. George Weah took his life away from him and gave it to the Liberian people. That's why you saw him. So my brother, we say you are right. He could have sat home, but that's not him. He's one who shared. He's one who would take his last and give it to the Liberian people. Call him any name. So that's not in his character, my brother. That's why the Liberian people overwhelmingly voted for him. 3 times. 3 times. Overwhelmingly, he won. We know the politics that happened those times, but 3 times. We're not going to go into that. But Prince, whether the country likes it or not, again, like I said last night, I've not seen that candidate that's just as convincing to me. And like my brother, I'm a very open-minded man, right? It's hard for you to just win me over, though. I know how to test the waters. And for me, my brother, I see ya. Only George Weah at this point. Only George Weah. And trust me, when I tell you, say it's hard for somebody to just win me over. I know the guy personally. But Prince, when I tell you, say this man have a genuine love for the country. It does not even take a rocket science for people to say it, because you see the handprints, all of it, all over the country, my brother. So, with all of these things that are happening in our country, what's the way forward? Let's go to 2029 and correct the mistakes.
Definitely.
Correct the mistake in 2029.
Let's take this particular break.
So the
and
Congress for Democratic
we will
Change,
be
that CDC USA convention, will be from the 24th of June to the 28th of this particular year, 2026. His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah will be part of this convention. You know, and it will be hosted in PA, Philadelphia. Will be hosted. So at this particular convention, we are expecting speakers, and amongst those speakers that will be part of the convention, we are supposed to have our tier 1 to tier 1 will be part of some of the panelists to be speaking on issues. You know, we have Madam Piso Sedita, who will also be one of the speaker there, one of the guest speaker. We also have our own brother, Councillor Gamonde Clinton. Councillor Gamonde Clinton will be speaking at that particular convention. We also have our brother Emmanuel Cooper, Emmanuel Olan Cooper will also be speaking at that convention. So the Congress for Democratic Change.
So fellow Liberians home and abroad, the CDC USA will be having her national convention in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. This convention is going to be a unique one because it's going to be bringing seditionists from all over the United States of America, including other parts of the Western world, that will be coming here for this convention. It's going to be a very wonderful convention. All of the chapters of the CDC USA will be there in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania. This convention venue is a very wonderful and divine venue. The reason is this year, the United States will be celebrating a 250th independence celebration. And Pennsylvania is choosing as the official host for the United States 250th anniversary. And CDC will be using that same location or that same state for her recalibration. The recalibration of CDC for 2029 is going to be starting right in the state of brotherly love, sisterly affection, or however they say it. It's going to be starting there. So, seditions, under the sound of our voice, wherever place you are, the best thing we can tell you is get glued to your chapter. For example, if you are in the DMV, we are here. If you are in, New Jersey, Alfonso Decla is there. If you are in North Carolina, you have our brother Leo here. Reach out, get connected to your chapter. Most of the time people can say, well, for me, I won't be behind the scene. Look, my people, it's no time for you to be behind the scene. It's no time. Because where our country is with all of these things that we are announcing, it's terrible. Our children are being sodomized on a daily basis. Our children are being raped. You cannot sit on the fence and say, me, I want to be behind. No, this is not about the time to be behind. And that's why we are encouraging you. If you are a sedition in whatever state you find yourself, get associated with your chapter. Get connected to your chapter. Start to participate. Do not be left back. Don't sit and say, well, the thing here, we come, but let's wait here small. Time is of essence. My brother Leo, I don't know. Do you have anything to say about this convention in
Yeah.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I'm gearing for it. I can't wait. Of course, the North Carolina chapter is also preparing heavily to be represented, and I can't wait to see. I mean, what our other different chapters, our families will be doing there. But it's going to be a time. It's also going to be like a homecoming too as well for the party, where citizens from all walks of life around the country will be coming to celebrate and see His Excellency Dr. George Manuel. So we are just encouraging our people, to come and show support. We are re-galvanizing, we are rejuvenating, we are re-galvanizing the party. You understand? The president is about the people, and so we have to be about the president's vision.
Definitely.
I can't wait, Prince, and I want to say on this public platform to just salute you for hard work. I see behind the scenes the work that you are doing, you and other guys. I want to say big thanks to you. But that's what we are doing. If we got to win 2029 back, we have to start supporting this event. We have to come out in our numbers. We have to come out because George Manuel Weah's dream is within our vision. Our dream is within his vision. So we have to support that.
That is it, fellow Liberians. You heard it for yourself. Let's get ready, as we hit, Pennsylvania up, pack that place and floor that place. It's going to be a blue state. We are turning that place blue. That place, we are turning it blue. The CDC color is blue. So from June the 24th to the 28th, we will be in our, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We will be there having a wonderful time. I mean, that place is going to be choked. So start to prepare yourself, because if you wait for last minute to the time, you may not be even part of the event, because this convention is going to be a special one, and it's going to be unique to the extent that if you don't prepare yourself earlier, you may not even be part of the convention. Seriously, to admit, you may not, because the people who are planning to come, well, I just want to leave it there. So again, get ready, prepare yourself. It's going to be wonderful. Save the date from June the 24th to the 28th. It's going to be a wonderful time. We're going to have our reconciliation drive in that particular reconciliation talk and the rest of it. So it's going to be wonderful. Again, we want to say to you, don't be, deceived by others. I know there are other people who are putting information out there. Oh, you know, the thing, the cancer. No.
Yeah.
Don't mind that. We're going to be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So again, get ready, prepare yourself from June the 24th to the 28th. It's going to be a wonderful time in Pennsylvania. We are going to be there celebrating with the political leader, His Excellency President Dr. George Manawia will be there with us. On this note, let's go to our brother Leo as he closes us up from his end. Those of you who want to call also, I don't know, but
Yeah,
anyway,
let's take if we got 5 minutes, let's take and see who wants to
yeah.
call.
So while we conclude, those of you who want to put in your calls, you can
Yeah,
definitely call and we will take your call. So the number to call is pinned right there, 443-991-3356. On those issues that we talk about and what you think is on your mind, you want to talk about it, we're going to give you that time. So the number is up, 443-991-3356 is that number to call and also participate. My brother Leo, let's
okay.
hear
Let
from
me,
you.
let me do my closing, and I will also want to say, as per the advertisement, as far as the national convention in June, if you want to be a vendor on that, just look at the flyers, call those numbers, and book your space before time, because trust me, people are massively coming from all parts of this country. I mean, even outside the country, Canada, Australia, and all of different places. So the earlier the better for you. You know, you are you are in Philly there already. So try to book your spaces so that you cannot be outside and whatnot. It's gonna be a 4 days power pack event. Hey, you gotta go to your bosses now. Take off. Go to your bosses now. Let them know you cannot miss this event. Take off. You know, we are going to be not even carpooling. We are going to North Carolina. We are going to rent a bus and we are going to secure our hotel and be there, because we have to have massive representation. I don't want to spill the beans now, but if you want to see me being coronated as chairman of the chapter, that's when you will see that happening to me. And so I don't want you within the NC North Carolina to miss that also. So come and support your boy. I will be there. So please, it's been a good show, Prince. Thank you for providing me the platform, the opportunity to come and speak to the issues that face our country. It's a hard time that we see that this president is not going to take our country nowhere. After 3 years, we don't see anything. Like I asked my brother last night, I said, you did not treat the former president well, because as per his calculation, you waited within 2 years, you started criticizing. Within 2 years was when COVID. Who does anything better within a pandemic? Nobody.
Especially in that time.
In
Wow.
that time, you see. So his own calculation defeated him, but he's a very smart brother, and I know that he understands where you are coming from. So I look forward to appearing on this platform many more days to bring the truth to our people and get His Excellency Dr. George Manawia for come back massively on the first round. I salute you, Prince.
Definitely. And what you said, I just want to begin from there. It's our dream, it's our hope, and we are working tirelessly to ensure that President Weah win the first round by 61.5678%. It can happen because from what we are seeing, the Liberian people now can deduce between the two governments. Now, the Liberian people can make what we call a realistic comparative analysis of the two regimes. Because first, just when you want Boakai, he will say, well, I'm not president, I was just vice president, I was back, I was this, but now he is president. Imagine the 2 years of president we are in COVID-19, the unprecedented development we saw in Liberia. I mean, on COVID, when the entire world was locked down with COVID-19, we saw unprecedented development as compared to Mr. Boakai. Now he is going to his 4th year because we're already in a 3rd year. That is 3rd month in this 3rd year we in already. So we finished. We're talking about 4th month. Joseph Numa Boakai cannot point to a single independent project that he initiated, put things together and was able to complete. Nothing at all. Nothing. So people are not crying, including people who are part of the rescue mission. They are not crying. Oh, if we know, well, it's late now. We all
I
just
know
got to bear with
always
it.
come late.
Yeah, I don't
But
know,
one person is not a selfish
hey,
man. He's not a
yeah.
selfish man.
So again, we want to say, please keep following the page under the Palava Hut. We are
Thank
on
you.
YouTube. We are on, X. We are on Twitter. We all over the place. Keep following us and let the information keep going. For those of you who are not following our page, we appeal to you. If you have not subscribed, do for us. You can go on YouTube and just step under the Palava Hut. You are going to see us there and follow us. On this note, my people, I want to say thanks to all of you, including those of you who disagree with us, because sometimes your disagreement put us in the position to be more stronger and explain
Yeah.
to you better in the best way. So I want to say thank you for your disagreement. Those of you who agree and supported us, I want to say thank you in your support. Again, let's get ready as we hit Pennsylvania and Philadelphia, in Philadelphia for the CDC USA convention. Thank you all very kindly and have yourself a God bless day from our end.
Good night,
Bye.
Prince. Thank you.
Good night, my brother Leo.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg that the money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.